Go out tonight and look to the west. You will see clearly Uranus.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
He knows.
I'm Jennifer Rim, News Talk and Entertainment Radio 610 WIOD.
Esta es el show de la mañana con Neil Rogers. Esta es su cerebro. ¿Tienes preguntas?
This traffic update is a service of the only sponsor we got. It's a parking lot now on the Pompano Expressway. You know, we got the usual delays. It's rush hour. We got a few collisions. One on 27th Avenue, another one on 47th Avenue. Could be northbound, I don't know. Might be southbound, I don't know that either. Could be eastbound. We don't know. We can't see nothing from this room. It don't have no windows. It's backed up, a major problem all the way around the big curve. And I'm not talking about my ass. That's your eye spy. Don't shoot me out of the sky of traffic. From your traffic chica on 610 WIOD. Okay, Steve, how was that? Do you think I could have the job, please? I got a great ass.
Guarantee any shortfall in the bed tax revenues that are generated. Our players live in Broward County.
You tell them, Bill.
Our practice rink is in Broward County.
Bill Torrey.
Our home from day one has really been in Broward County. We've never had a practice at the Miami Arena. We don't have any business dealings there other than the nights we play our games. Our entire future, all of the planning for this franchise from day one has been towards an eventual building here in Broward to make it our home.
Now, the Broward Commission can do one of three things. They can say, okay, let's go forward with an arena. They can say, okay, let's don't go forward. Or they can put it on the table and discuss it later. Whatever they decide, we'll have it for you later, coming up.
Okay, thanks, Ike. That's our good buddy Ike Siemens there. They're still holding their meat. So anyway, getting back to the guy, that Ojan Provocateur that called at the end of the hour.
Articles de los Dolphins.
Exactly. Greg Fadick was just telling me that he and Jolie record the announcements for the Joe Robbie Stadium for the Dolphin games, the ones that are played as you're walking into the stadium. And you hear those voices, that's Fadick and Jolie. She does Espanol, he does Inglés. And, of course, it also made me stop and take pause and think about the Sawgrass, that when you do walk in like the white elephant or the yellow seahorse or the purple dinosaur or the green rectosaurus entrance, that, what are you laughing about? That they have all those recordings in multiple languages, okay? Exactly. Exactly. But I still think the guy had a good point. What do we need to program in Espanol for, okay? Are we going to, have it in Chinese now, too, pretty soon? You'll have a program that'll weigh like 50 pounds. Thank God at least the Spics write it short. It's short. Believe me, I've seen them. So anyway, here's a mobile in Coral Springs. Hello.
Uncle Neil, God.
Yes, sir.
We did a doubleheader yesterday. We went to
God. Yes?
We went to the Marlins and the Panthers.
Great. Good for you. Here's a local athletic supporter.
Well, let's talk about the Marlins game for a second. First of all, the people have no clue at all. Listen to this. You can't. First of all, they only had one gate open to let you in.
Oh, nice. Why is that?
The escalator don't work. It's broken.
I think if they can just cover up another 20,000 seats, though, or 30,000 seats with some schmatas, I think it's going to look sold out every game this year, though.
Uncle Neil, they said it was a sellout. Dude, you could have rolled a ball.
Yeah, there was a lot. I saw it on TV. There was a lot of empty seats.
Whole sections.
Yeah.
So then, check this out. You catch a foul ball, Neil. They give you a bag of charcoal.
Oh! Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's to grill a cat with, of course.
So we left there at about 6:20, and we went over to the Panthers. That's where your real fans are. Okay? Nobody gets up in between plays. People are in their seats. At the Marlins games, there's more people at the concession stand that are watching the game.
Yeah.
The Panther game was awesome. The second period was outrageous. Straka's God.
Right. And Ray Shepard. You know, I started to say this earlier, and I got sidetracked. I sidetracked myself. Can you imagine where we would be now if Brian Murray wouldn't have acquired Ray Shepard and Marty Straka? Can you imagine where we would be right now?
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
You know, how about that fight?
In the stands.
No, well, that one, too. I saw you watching it. I was across from you. But how about the fight in the second period when the guy got punched pretty good? Our guy.
Daniels? Oh, you mean when Daniels beat the crap out of Paul Laws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they gave
Paul Laws, man, that was the quickest fight in history. That was like a 20-second knockout.
And then they gave the guy the 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. But hockey, I mean, I've totally got into it this year. I went to my first game last year.
Well, that's where it's at. That's what it's all about. I'm trying to explain to these rednecks down here. Hockey's the greatest sport in the world. And if they don't understand that, man, they don't know what life is all about. There's nothing even close. There's nothing even close to it.
anybody that hasn't been. You know something, Neil? It was more exciting to see Chuck Klingbeil run out there than watch the Marlin game.
By the way, don't you love seeing those linemen go out there like in civvies? And, of course, he had shorts on. And this guy, I mean, with all due respect to the Dolphins and any other player, the linemen in football are such a bunch of slobs. They're so out of shape. They look like, John McSherry on a bad day.
Yeah, what happened if Klingbeil slipped on the ice and he was out for the season?
Yeah, and, of course, he probably would have cracked the damn ice, too. That would have been the end of the game.
We love you, Neil. We love hockey. Please keep a team here. And the big Heshy, you're a douchebag.
Okay. See ya. Open line in Broward. God, we still have had nobody ask for free tickets yet. Thank God. Oh, let's milk this for all we can. Please, I'm begging you. We have an open line in Broward, so what do you think? To speak or not to speak? That's the question. I'm looking at the lineup, and I'm going to tell you something, Wayne. If you really want to get those Julios in there this year, you're off to a bad start. We used to have Benito. We had, who else did we have? Who was that right fielder? What the hell was his name? Junior Felix. Get the honey, Junior. He sucked. But anyway, so I'm looking at our opening day lineup yesterday. We got Kilvio Veras leading off at second base. That's good. That's a real good Julio name. Kilvio, baby, we love you. And then you got Devon White. He's as black as the day is long. You got the Gary Sheffield, who looks pretty dark to me. You got Jeff Conine, who's very pasty and white and a great player. You got Terry Pendleton, who looks pretty dark to me. Last time I checked him out. You got Colburn there at first base. He looks awfully white and light-complected to me. You got Charles Johnson, CJ, behind her plate, who looks fairly dark-complected last time I checked. No speak of Hispani. You got Kurt Abbott, who's kind of like a redneck. He's a good guy, shortstop. You got Kevin Brown, who I thought pitched pretty damn good yesterday. He was a starter yesterday, for those who don't care about baseball, which I don't at the moment. But I thought he pitched pretty damn good. In fact, he did pitch pretty well. 7 innings, 6 hits, and only 1 run. And then, of course, New York's Perez came in there, who's the other Julio in the lineup. And basically, there went the game with 3 more runs, which... but Brown gets the loss because we never scored any. But anyway, so New York's Perez, who was the first relief pitcher, and stunk the joint out, and then Matthews, Orsulak, and Weathers, none of whom sounds too Hispanic to me. So we only had 2 spicks in the whole lineup yesterday, which is Veras and Yorkis Perez. That's no way to win over the Julios. Just because you got a bunch of Julio talk there in the program, that's not going to do it. We need Junior Felix back. We need Benito Santiago. They used to love saying, Benito, you're finito, Benito. You know, they loved it. We need to have a hell of a whole bunch of Julios out there if you're really going to win these guys over, okay? Take it from me. I know how to do it. Trust me, okay? Let me say, in fact, we'll get a bunch of real good-looking young Julios in there, okay? We'll get some real good guys. They may not be able to play too good, but they'll look good. They'll get everybody out there. They'll be screaming. They'll be moist. They'll be emotional. Then we'll have like a real, like yesterday they had about 40,000 people out there. That's okay. And like I said, if we can just get some real big tarps and if we can cover up 90% of the seats and make the seating capacity 7,000 or 8,000, we can sell out every game this year, which I think would be a record. 12:13 at WIOD. Guess who else was at the game last night? Mike from Atlantic Coast Mortgage. That's right. Good guys over there. See, these are just regular guys. They're hockey fans. That's another reason I like them. Not only do they treat our people well, which includes you, but there's a guy that's a hockey fan. He comes to all the games. He stops by. He says hi. What a great game. This was after the second period when it was a great game. And, these are the kind of people you want to do business with, just regular Joes like from off the street who want to help you get some money. Atlantic Coast Mortgage, a licensed mortgage business, has been helping folks just like you, ordinary folks, since 1982. You don't have to worry about that condescending attitude that those big hotshots with the 3-piece suits in the banks have. All you got to do is pick up the phone and make a phone call. That's it. That's all the effort you'll have to put out, because they'll make an appointment when it's convenient for you. They'll come to your home. They'll come to your orifice. They'll map out a mortgage plan just for you. And even if you got some problems, like maybe you're self-employed, maybe you've had credit problems, income problems, they can still probably help you get the money and get the right mortgage just for your situation. And you'll never, ever, I want to emphasize this, ever pay an application fee. No rip-offs. So you'll never have to risk a dime. If they can't get you the money you're looking for, it won't cost you a penny to find out. Call 987-8077 today and let Michael or Art show you how to get the money you need for whatever you need it for. 987-8077, Atlantic Coast Mortgage.
So Taco Bell claims to have bought the Liberty Bell.
Well, they're not buying. They're just kind of sponsoring it.
I see. We need to sponsor something here at Cox Broadcasting.
Yeah.
How about
Washington Monument?
I doubt if our listeners would appreciate it, though, till the holiday season.
Oh, yeah, then we hang those Christmas balls on it.
Rick and Suds, 6 to 10 a.m. on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
No solamente es Hank Goldberg, también es un hipopótamo. Hello?
Hello, I was calling about the wabbits you have for sale in the paper.
Okay.
What kind of wabbits are they?
Okay, I have some lops.
Yeah?
And I have some lops, some spotted lops, and some solid color lops.
Oh, wonderful.
And I have a straight-eared doe, and I have 2 dwarfs.
A widow dwarf?
They're small rabbits.
Oh, okay. We have a farm. And we like to play with the wabbits on a farm. You wouldn't happen to have any, like, little wabbit handcuffs?
Any what?
Little handcuffs for the wabbit?
Handcuffs?
Yes.
No, sir, I never heard of them. What,
Well, we use them when we hunt them on the farm. We like to hunt the wabbits. And we take them and nail them to a tree by their ears and then skin them alive.
There was?
Hello?
No, if that's what you're going to do with these rabbits, sir, I couldn't say you a rabbit.
Well, we have a little game we play called All Wabbits Must Die.
No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. I wouldn't sell you a rabbit for $50.
I like to hunt the wabbit.
Well, that's okay. You go out in the wild and you hunt rabbits, but these aren't for kill.
I like to put them in a little pen and then hunt them down unmercifully.
No, sir, I'm sorry. Couldn't say you a rabbit.
Sometimes we even spear them to the head with a rusty water.
So they just had the Michael Irvin story there on Channel 6 News. Don't you think he should get special dispensation because he went to UM? I think you should be able to have up to 6 pounds of crack, up to a 6-pound crack.
Why not? You're allowed to rape.
And you ought to be able to rape at least 17 co-eds and then maybe 5 or 10 chicks off campus. And 20 or 30 pounds of grass, and 40 or 50 pounds of blow, and 80 or 50,000 pounds of fish, as in blowfish, and that's it.
What about the hookers?
Oh, no hookers. Oh, you had hookers too? That's right, I forgot that. Okay. 20 years. See, that's okay. They don't mind the drugs. It's just the sex they get very uptight about in America, so you can do all the crack and all the blow you want, as in blow this. But hey, no, well, see, okay, let's go to... It all depends on where you're blowing and what you're blowing. That's the problem. That's what America's uptight about, okay? Here's Miami. Hello.
Yeah, hiya.
Yes, sir.
You going to tell Michael he can't carry his Uzis, too?
Oh, no. No.
No, I was just going to thank you.
He can drive an Isuzu, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I was going to thank you for turning me on to hockey this year.
Yes, sir.
I've been going to the games, and I'm having a great time. And
Good thing you got to find it this year because, of course, this could be our last, which is a very ugly thought, but it's something that's certainly in the back of my mind.
Yeah, well, I'll drive to Broward if I have to.
No, I'm talking about our last in South Florida. I'm not talking about our last in...
Oh, I hope not. I don't know. I just got my name on the list for the season tickets.
Right.
I'm hoping that they stay down here.
They better.
I agree. And H. Wayne better watch it, or otherwise he's going to have to change the name of his team to the Gringos instead of the Marlins.
Yeah, and have a nice day. We have an open line at Dade, 751-9463, 751-WIOD. So like I said, that Yorkis Perez came in there, and this kid just stunk that joint out. But anyway, where are we going? We're going to Lake Worth. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Okay.
First-time caller, a little motivated. I used to live in Miami, and one thing I haven't heard brought up yet, I used to live in the Kendall area, a little South Kendall.
So did I. I used to live in Kendall.
Yeah, okay.
For 5 years I lived in Kendall.
Oh, well, I lived there from 1984.
It was okay.
And I've been listening to you.
It was congested.
It
became crime-infested.
A lot of people there.
Yeah.
And it used to take me about an hour to get downtown because you had to take the Palmetto to 836, the 2 longest parking lots in the world.
Yeah.
It would be just as quick and easier to hop on the turnpike to go up to that Sunrise location.
That's right. That's what I've been telling everybody, but they don't, yeah.
They're sticking it to the people who live in Miami as well, except for the 6 fans who live on Miami Beach. I mean, the closest population area to the proposed
wait a minute.
is the Bahamas.
What fans who live on the beach? What fans are there on the beach?
Well, I said there were about 6 of them.
Yeah.
You know, on Miami Beach, maybe.
And by that time of night, most of them are so stoned they can't make it across the river, or across the, whatever it is anyway, the bay.
So it has nothing to do with even Broward or Palm Beach
across the
County.
river, yeah.
It has to do with Dade County, too. Where's most of the population in Dade County? It's in the southwest. At least the people that seem to want to go to the games.
Yeah.
So why drive through all that hectic?
That's where all the Jews are in West Kendall. Last time I checked, they speak English.
Those are your hockey fans.
Yeah.
And you got one up here in Lake Worth.
And basketball fans.
I don't know what I'm doing in Lake Worth.
And basketball fans, too. Don't forget that.
And basketball fans, too. And I think that Mickey Mouse is making a very big mistake. I mean, I really do for...
You don't understand. It's part of that whole master plan they got for that big, gigantic port project there. They're redoing the whole bay there for Mickey Arison's fun and profit. That's what it's all about.
I'm sure
as if the billions of dollars that he's got already is not enough for him.
I'm sure they have a lot
How
of
much does he need? It's not bad enough how much Wayne needs. How much does the Arison family need before they got enough, we'd like to know.
Well,
how much do they have to choke off this town? And if anybody wonders how come we'll never get casino gambling here, all they got to do is look how useful those cruises to nowhere are and those gambling ships if we had casino gambling in casinos.
Yeah, God forbid. God forbid. This was definitely not a fan decision. There's no question about it. This has to do with business, corporate
It has to do with greed. That's the only thing it's got to do with is greed and self-interest crap.
There's no question about it. I would love a pair of those tickets, by the way, if I possibly could. I'm a big hockey fan.
Well, if you're Jewish, you got a pair.
You got
Okay, hang on.
A big pair.
Okay. Line 8, take care of our buddy there. Take care of our Jewish paisan. We're not giving no tickets to no goyim, I'll tell you that right now. So even if you're not Jewish, you better lie about it and start speaking several words in Yiddish and or Hebrew or you're out. Hey, listen, why the hell can't we start pulling this crap? Let's start putting the damn stuff in Yiddish in the program. How would they like that, huh? As in, hey, kaksachois. That would be good right there on the front page. Whoever the hell the Marlins are playing today, we got a message for you. Kaksachois. That's it. Think they got the message or what? So anyway, pretty depressing about that John McSherry business. And, of course, I continue trying to emphasize to you that fat is not where it's at. There are a lot of people who just don't want to get the message. They want to just keep, pouring that stuff in there, pouring it in, shoveling it in like this is the way it's supposed to be. Let me ask you this much. How in nature, how many animals do you see in nature who are fat? You ever stop and think about that? I'm not talking about your pets that you're feeding the same crap that you're eating, that you're killing, by the way. I'm certainly not talking about that. I'm talking about like in the vial. How many animals do you see that are fat? I'll tell you. Oh! The big O. None. There are no fat animals in the wild. Because they eat whatever they want to eat, and then they run around and do whatever the hell they're doing. Do whoever they're doing or whatever they're doing, and they mind their own business. That's it. I rest my goddamn case, okay? Are you getting the message now or what? Oh, boy, look at that. The weather's sure looking a hell of a lot better toward the weekend, I'll tell you that. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, man. Let's all hop on a plane and get out of this joint. Here's Fort Lauderdale on the Purple Line. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Happy Purim.
And back to you.
Matzo ball and all that good stuff.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
Must be a goy, George.
I went to my first game last night.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Listen, we got there real early, and we were checking out. It was, because like I said, I had never been there before. I was checking them out, warming up, and I'm sitting there, and these little bastards are running around chasing this stupid blimp.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that all about?
They need a lesson that they'll never forget. You know what I'm saying?
My cousin, I tripped one of them.
Good.
And
broken leg?
I wish.
And by the way, I wonder what happened to the guy that got hit in the head with a puck that happened
that was right behind you, wasn't it?
That was right in front of me, about 4 rows in front of me.
Funny. I saw him grab his face.
Yeah, and then his kids started screaming and crying at little kids there, and then the wife very calmly grabbed his jacket.
Yeah,
and,
I saw she was the last one to leave.
And she walked out with very calmly, like, hey, I hope his skull is cracked open, might knock some sense into him or something like that. But the kids were like psychotic. I mean, he just got hit in the head with a puck, you know, I mean... I
was like, well, see, I've never been, so I was kind of lost, but I wasn't. I was doing okay.
And it was one of those things where I saw it coming, and of course, I'm not a pussy when it comes to stuff like that, okay? In fact, I remember once I was broadcasting U of M baseball and caught a ball that came into the press box right between my knees. It came up over the top of the counter that we were working on, and I caught it right between my knees. That's called self-preservation. That's what I was doing on Channel 33 with Bob Greasy. And I caught it, and believe me, it never moved a half an inch. I caught it there firmly between my knees, because if it would have continued moving along, my voice would be a lot higher now.
Is it still there?
No, it is not.
But
I only have one ball now.
I see. see, I didn't know the players and all that, so I'm kind of like watching. I mean, I know them by name, but I don't know their numbers and who they are. So I'm watching, and I seen him make that shot, and I guess it went off the other guy's stick, and it went airborne.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to follow
he
it.
just said shtick. Do you notice that he's trying to throw some more Yiddish in there? He just said shtick.
But them kids chasing that blimp was driving me crazy, and that stupid launching the T-shirts, man. These people are like animals over a friggin'
people that carry on for free stuff, man. Doesn't that make you want to barf? People that are like a bunch of freeloaders like that.
If they're going to ask for something free or good something free, they should ask Neil for tickets, right?
Oh.
Right? No, but I think it was pretty lame. The only thing that I thought was
like I said, there's nothing more degrading and disgusting to me than people who grovel for free crap.
Neil, the only thing that I thought was pretty cool, which was okay, was the things with the kids and the bumper things. They were launching them during intermission on the ice.
Oh, well, you've seen that so many times. You know, if you never saw it, I guess you find that amusing.
Well, see, I'm a Floridian, man. I never seen snow or ice. I mean, it was the first time I went in there, you know, during a hockey game.
Well, you're easily amused, I guess.
Well, yeah, kind of. But my first intermission, I went out to have a smoke. Forget it. Oh, man, it was like a cocktail party out there.
Right.
People were on top of people. I said,
let me give you a piece of advice. If you got to take a leak, don't wait till in between periods to go there because it'll never happen unless it's on the floor.
I didn't need a cigarette that bad. I came back in. I was like, this is ridiculous, man. But, can I check out a game?
I beg your pardon?
Can I go check out the game? Can I get some tickets?
To what?
To the hockey game.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Sure.
Eloheinu melech haolam. Hang on.
Shalom.
Hang on. Purple Line, take care of that freeloader, okay? He's knocking the other people because they want the T-shirts and he wants free tickets. Chew him out, too. In fact, if you lose his name. So anyway, it's 12:29 at WIOD. If you've been waiting to promote your business on the web, here's your chance to get on that web right now. You can put your products and services in front of 40 million people worldwide for only $1 a day. Dynasite can help develop a home page and get you on the web in 24 hours. How do you like that for, speed? You don't have to spend thousands of dollars or wait months to create a website like we're doing here at IOD. Using Dynasite's exclusive Instapage service, you can be on that web tomorrow, and you'll get weekly free access reports, free multiple search engine capabilities, and access to an optional credit card security server. All this for just $1 a day. Call Dynasite at 448-1189. A website promotes a leading-edge image for you in today's high-tech world. More than 200 companies called Dynasite last month for homepage services. They're the web people. Dynasite. Call 448-1189 or look for them on the web at DYNASITE. Why wait to get on the web when Dynasite can do it for you right now? Call them today and ask how you get your first month on the web free, too, when you call 448-1189.
News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD.
Hey, Neil. F*** you.
Mike Bilecki's Jewish, would you believe it?
Yes.
Joe Girardi, Andre Dawson, too.
Oy.
Doug DeCenzo's Jewish, could you conceive it? And Luis Salazar's a Jew. Ryan Sandberg's Jewish, wouldn't you know it? Jerome Walton, Harry Carey, too. As a matter of fact, all the Chicago Cubs are Jewish. Since I fell in love with you, Hector Villanueva. Since I fell in love with you.
Beautiful. So Ryan Sandberg's back. Rhino is back. He's kind of embarrassed to come back, but I guess he spent the other $40 million real fast, and he needs some more money or something, or he's just getting bored, or maybe he developed a personality, which I doubt. Ryan Sandberg's back. Nice Jewish boy. Not. And the Cubs won yesterday. I wonder if the Knott's Landing lady saw that. She's probably pretty busy now. It's tax time. Is she still doing that on the side, or is she just doing the air conditioning?
Side?
Yeah, she works in the office for the air conditioning for the family.
I don't know.
So I think she does that. She moonlights or moonshines or whatever with the tax thing. And she's definitely too busy to call us because it's April 2. So anyway, moving along. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Hey, Uncle Neil. How you doing today?
Okay.
I got a couple questions for you real quick. When they were planning the Miami Arena about 10 years ago, how come they didn't plan all the new state-of-the-art modern age
Because they're
arenas?
a bunch of schmucks, that's why.
So why wouldn't they think about
Because they're a bunch of parochial little schmucks.
I mean, that's just idiotic.
Because you're dealing with Miami politicians who know nothing about skybox from schlocks from rocks. They know nothing.
All right, I can't understand
From
that.
Brian Cox.
Yeah, my other quick question is, you going to have grapes on before the playoffs start?
Yeah, let's see. That's a couple of weeks away. Yeah, I guess so. We'll have them on in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, those are your best shows right there.
Yeah.
And could I
when I give him a little education as to what the hell's going on, he don't know what's going on.
Hey, when he says toodaloo, that's the best.
I love that. Yeah.
Can I suck around for some tickets?
Sure, I guess so.
Thanks,
Why the hell
Neil.
not?
All right.
Okay, hang on.
Thanks.
Line 3, take care of that guy on there. Now, who's that? Is that the Knots Landing lady?
Yes.
See, I knew she'd be on there immediately. I didn't want to embarrass you, though.
Well, you had to know I would call.
No, I thought you'd be busy doing tax stuff.
Well, I am busy doing tax stuff.
Now, you're still doing that, but just like...
Yes, moonlighting.
Right. Like I said, I finally got one right. That's good. So how's your weight coming, if I may ask such a personal question?
It's doing wonderfully.
Yeah?
Yes, it is.
You
want
lost...
the number, huh?
Well, you don't have to give it to me. I don't know why you wouldn't want to give it. I don't want to know how much you weigh, just how much you lost.
102.
Oh, my God. Oh! Wow.
Yeah, I'm a different person.
She's lost 102 pounds on the Atkins. How do you like that?
Yes, I have.
And not because she read about it in New Times, either.
That's right. My
Isn't
good buddy Neil.
That amazing, 102 pounds.
I know it is. It's completely amazing.
All these people come around the arena at, at the hockey games.
Mm-hmm.
And one guy last night, I guess he said 44, and then there was another guy that's lost over 100, and somebody with 25, and it's amazing.
It is. My kids' school, all the people in the office are on it now.
Really?
Yes, they
They
are.
must have read New Times.
I don't think so.
No. How about that? I've started the quietest revolution in history. And look at this. They're showing the John McSherry thing again here.
I saw it once.
What
and
is
that was
wrong with you people on Channel 6? Will you stop doing this already?
Even
My
Six is
God,
doing it.
the man is dead.
What a shame.
Oh, 352 pounds soaking wet.
What a shame. And standing out there in the heat.
And one of the best umpires of all time, too. He's a great guy. I like John McSherry. He was good. But he was fat.
Yes, he was.
See what that fat will do to you?
Yes,
and
it
now look
will.
at that. Now they follow that story up with Mother Teresa. I think they're going from the sublime to the ridiculous. Jesus, we don't have to go to that extreme. Next, they'll have Wendy Bennett on there.
That's right. No.
But anyway, so you lost 102. That's great.
Yes,
So
I
did you
did.
watch the game yesterday?
The Cubs game?
Yeah.
No, I just read the box score, and I had to go and see what Mark did, of course.
I was watching the Marlins, and Mark Grace is up with a bases loaded because I heard that the Cubs went into extra innings in their game, so I flipped over to GN on the satellite immediately, and they were in the bottom of the 10th, I guess it was.
Right, bottom of the 10th, so you got to see it.
Bases are loaded with, I guess, one out, and here's Mark Grace up there, and he fouls off a couple of tough pitches and then slams it past third base, and Harry screaming Cubs win, and that was it.
It was great.
Harry, by the way, sounds like,
Does he really?
Any breath, well, I don't want to say it.
Don't say that. Not after yesterday.
Sounds really...
Hey, Neil, f*** you.
Yeah, any breath could be the last, well...
So Rhino looked pretty pathetic.
I don't know. That's the only... I turned it on just in... I guess I was the one that put him over the top because I turned it on
Yes,
just
you
in time
did.
for him to get the winning hit.
You and Mark
then
Grace.
Ray Sanchez scored the winning run, and evidently he had tied it up in the ninth with a two-run homer.
Right.
So how do you like that?
That's wonderful.
But I can't. I don't care about the Cubs. I know you're
Oh, you got to go with me. You got to get me good seats for one of those games.
still... Okay.
And we'll go together.
Maybe.
Aw,
I'll get you
on.
good tickets. I'll get you seats. Believe me, we got plenty of seats.
Well, great.
If we were giving away seats yesterday for opening day, that should tell you how much interest there is in this joint for the Marlins.
Yes. It's a shame.
I still got to find out who that kid was sitting in our seats at the hockey game last night with his girlfriend.
Maybe he'll
Damn
be
it.
there again.
Huh?
Maybe he'll be there.
He was there once before, so he must be related to somebody that works here or somebody.
Well, that's
He
definite.
looked Swedish. He had blonde hair. He had that Swedish. He looked like a good-looking Matt Sundin, as a matter of fact.
Shouldn't tell me those things.
Yeah.
You know my
oh,
weaknesses.
You would have been hyperventilating. You would have forgotten all about Holy Grace.
I don't know. This year, Mark Grace and I have to have like a little meeting.
Oh yeah, now that you're shapely and
That's right.
Yeah. You have to hold a meet.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Take care.
Well, thanks for calling and stay busy.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Knots Landing lady there checking in. As soon as she heard Mark Grace, she dropped all those tax forms right on the floor. So what if somebody does go to jail for it? Who cares? She says it's a question of priorities. What's more important? And obviously it's Mark Grace. So did we find out yet who that kid was at the game last night or not? Had to be, unless, no, they weren't sitting in, because they've sat in there once before. They must be related to somebody that's here. Now, didn't you once tell me that somebody downstairs, was it Isia? He had a Plantation High School ring on, so it's somebody who lives in Plantation. Do we have anybody that works here that lives in Plantation that's got a son that did go? Because he's definitely not in high school no more. Thank God, because that's a problem.
But a lot of people.
We do? Besides me that lives in Plantation? Oh, Gene Spinato,
Kramer,
that's right.
Johnny Dark.
Gene Spinato. Oh, yeah, it must be related to Johnny Dark. He had that blonde hair just like Johnny. Yeah, he kind of reminded me of Johnny Dark. Uh-huh. Yeah. Here's a lady in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I was there last night.
Were you?
Great game. I met you the other night. My boyfriend gave you a couple of Danimans.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we were there again last night. And
where the hell did he get those, by the way?
There's a tobacco shop in Pembroke Pines.
Oh, we don't want to promote them because Mike Cigars will get all psychotic.
Okay, so I don't know where it is then.
Okay.
So got him there, and it was a better crowd than thought.
Yeah, I was very pleased, which I'm usually pretty skeptical. And they got there a little bit on the late side, which I did understand because of the baseball game. But 13,000 plus for Hartford's, even without anything else going on, that's a damn good crowd.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
I like to say that Scrudland makes me verklempt every time he touches it.
Oh, man. What are we going to do about him? Maybe we'll just make him miss the bus and not go on this road trip.
I hope so. He's pathetic.
I mean, we're hanging on for dear life, and 15.3 seconds left in the game, and he gets another stupid penalty.
And he gives it up every time.
Oh,
I don't know.
He gives me the willies.
Big time,
Yep.
and he's just scary, and I just want to say I love the show, and I am sucking up for Tampa. We've gone to a bunch of games, and I'd like to go to that one.
Okay, you will.
Okay, and can I say hi to Mike?
Who's that?
Boyfriend.
Oh, you can say hi to Mike, and thanks for the cigars, Mike.
Okay.
And hang on.
Thanks.
Line 5, take care of that nice lady because her boyfriend gave me 2 cigars. That's what it takes, you know. It's tit for tat, baby. You rub it a little, I'll rub it a little. We'll see what happens. It's greasing somebody's palm. That's what the whole world is built on, that kind of stuff, okay? If you're going to be a freeloader, then you're never going to get nothing. If you're going to, tip the guy at valet parking a couple of extra bucks, you'll bet your car will be right out there, and he'll say, yes, sir, Mr. Neal, here's your car, and he'll have a big smile on his face to say, oh, by the way, don't let anybody back into you again. Because Tony the Nose is getting a little upset about, that insurance. So anyway, I wonder if Tony the Nose is going to have the concession at the brand new arena in Broward if we get it built. So I get the feeling we're not going to hear anything today. Is that what we're going to go through this again? Day after day after day after day. We're going to be spending hours at the bowl. Not the orange bowl, but at the porcelain bowl. We're going to be spending hours with bated breath on hands and knees, waiting to find out if we're going to get screwed over, if we're going to get our beautiful new arena where it belongs right there in somewhere in Broward, or if it's just, how long can this drag on? You know what I'm saying? How long can you drag it before it starts bleeding? 1241 at WIOD. Tropical Chevrolet, they're not bleeding over there, but they do have a little mess on their hands. It's that construction business which still goes on, just like the construction on Biscayne Boulevard, which seems to be going on for the last 500 years. Man, if they do plan on building that whole thing down there at Bicentennial Park, if they do that as fast as they're repaving Biscayne Boulevard, by the year 2459, by the year 2525, Zager and Evans ought to be playing basketball in that thing. But anyway, it's a mess.
Ball's back. Basketball and hockey are winding down. So, it's time to talk Dolphin football. Defo, Mad Dog, and Bo Camper get you ready for the NFL Draft. Every night at 6 p.m. Sports Talk 610 on News Talk and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD.
They said it couldn't be done. Paul, George, Ringo reunited with the late, great John Lennon in the television event of the decade. The story of the Fab Four, the Beatles anthology, featuring 2 new Beatles songs. And you saw it all on one television network. A, Beatles, C. Well, the ratings were so good, we're going to do it again. They said it shouldn't be done. Barry, Robin, Maurice, reunited with the late, great Andy in yet another television event of the decade. The story of the Brothers Gill. The Bee Gees anthology. Only on A, Bee Gees C, featuring no new songs, for which we can all be very thankful.
Watch for the Bee Gees anthology coming soon on A-BGC. And stay tuned for future television events of the decade on A, Bobby Sherman C, A, Boxcar Willie C, and A, Butthole Surfer C.
So let me ask you, the Beach Boys, the Bee Gees, are they still living around here or what? They still over there on Star Island with all those big shots? Even Andy Gibb? He's hanging out over there. So anyway, it's 1246 at WIOD. We haven't had any more word about the arena. As soon as we know, then we'll make something up and pass it along to you. As soon as Ike Siemens comes flashing on there on Channel 6 again, I'll open up the thing. I just don't know. Here's Lauderhill. Hello.
I'm in Boca now.
Like I said, here's Boca.
What's going on, Neil? I got to... First of all,
Many people would say that's a big improvement, by the way. I don't want to knock the people in Lauderhill, but quite frankly, you got a pretty marginal town. But anyway.
It is. My vote is no for the Espanol in the Marlins manual there for game. I just don't think that's right. I had a question about this whole thing that's going on with the arena. Yesterday there's an article in the paper about the lady, one of the ladies on the commission, who says she's sick and tired of hearing about it. She's voting no regardless. Well, how can somebody on a commission who's supposed to vote on the details just come out at a pure emotion and say
She just don't give a crap about it. That's all. That's that Lori, whatever her name is. She just don't give a flying crap about it.
Well, then she shouldn't be on the commission.
Right, that's right.
It's unbelievable.
Amen.
But listen, Neil, I will be out of town for the Ranger game.
Yeah.
And I would love to be at possibly the last game of the franchise history.
Last game in franchise history. That's a little bit...
You said before they may be out of here, and I don't want to miss the last game.
Well, the last game then would be the Ranger game.
I can't. I'll be out
and
of town
since
for the
that
Ranger
game is sold out and I don't have any free tickets for it, I think you may have a problem there.
Well, can I go to Tampa Bay? Please?
There's a plane leaving at about 3:30 on U.S. Air, I think.
Please?
You mean you want to go to the Lightning game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Please, God.
Because you're doing a very, very weak job. You have to be a little more assertive. Say, give me the goddamn tickets.
Give me the goddamn tickets.
What kind of an attitude is that? Hang on.
All right.
Line 7, take care of that poor wimp, will you? Jesus. Quit acting like such a wimp. Now, where's the thing I was looking at in this stupid article here? Broward Arena could hinge largely on this and that, and I'm so sick and tired of this crap, man. It just... Lori Parrish, there you go. Lori Parrish, she's the one that evidently, according to our spy report about 11:30, that call we had from somebody who was at the meeting, she was the one who was also saying, well, let's, when in doubt, let's drag it out. I don't spend $212 million without reviewing it and studying it, said County Commissioner Lori Parrish. I think it's irresponsible to vote on it today. What does it hurt to postpone it for a week? It might be fine, but I don't know that because I haven't read it. Well, read it, bitch. Read it and veep and get with it. God. They got a guy coming in here who must have, I don't know, maybe his stocks all went up or something. Maybe he woke up on the right side of bed one day. But he wants to, guarantee, underwrite any and all losses for the arena. They can't possibly lose any money. They bring in that goddamn Gary Bettman, the top man, the head cheese, the big honcho, the big kahuna, as we say here at IOD. And they still, are diddling around over there. Unlike in Dade County, where they oh, yeah, okay, whatever you say, here it is. We just found it under a goddamn mattress somewhere. Here's $165 million, which has turned into over $200 million. But, hey, we'll put it in a bank and make it grow. They're just diddling around over there. They're dragging their feet. It looks to me like they're almost looking for an excuse as if to say, well, I don't think so. They probably went out and took a survey in Cemetery Village of all the old farts, and they said, we don't need no arena here. How about if we have an early bird there, huh? We could have the only arena in America with a concession stand with an early bird concession. The game don't start till 7:30, but they open the gates at 3:30, okay? So you can eat your early bird at 4. We can have a Morrison's cafeteria line right inside. We can have a Sadie's buffet right inside the arena. Go over better than Halava and Sunrise.
Oi!
Here's Wilton Manners. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
Good. One question for you.
Yes?
How many times am I going to see this ref hit the turf on the TV?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Isn't it incredible?
You mean the umpire?
Yeah,
not
the
a ref.
umpire.
Baseball, we don't have referees.
Well,
we have
the ump, then.
dead umpires, yeah.
Yeah, 3 times this morning.
They just keep showing it over and over and over again, and I think Dave Hyde's got a good point, but nobody read his column this morning. They would stop showing this, of course, because they're just a bunch of grave robbers. And like I said, that's all the public in this country wants to see is just a bunch of grotesque, violent stuff and snuff films. That's all they want.
Yeah, it just seems like
I say
every
snuff's
time something
enough.
terrible happens, the media just drags it on and on and on for weeks.
Snuff's enough.
Okay, first-time caller.
Yeah.
And I started listening to you right about when you started talking about Atkins.
Yeah.
25 pounds.
Great.
Not too bad. I went off of it, gained a few back.
That's okay.
But
hop right back on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Find something good, you hop off it for a little while, and you hop right back on it.
Yeah, that's what they said, no problem.
Right.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I went to my first Panther game last night.
Right.
Which was great.
You weren't sitting behind me, were you?
No, sir.
Oh, thank God, because the phone, you'd hear a dial tone so fast.
No,
These
sir.
two guys, man, they were hocking a Chinik the whole night about a bunch of caca, and they were talking loud, like you and I are talking right now, and they're sitting right behind us, okay?
That's incredible.
All crap that had nothing to do whatsoever with the game.
That's unbelievable. They should have been ousted. But we really enjoyed it. The fans seemed pretty supportive.
Yeah.
And we had a great time.
It was a good night last night, except for the damn fist fight in the stands there right at the end. That was deplorable. That was disgusting. They were probably trying to put a show on for Wayne.
But we really enjoyed it, and I was wondering if I could maybe snore for a pair of tickets.
You were wondering if you could go again, huh? Like on a week from tomorrow on the 10th against the Tampa Bay Lightning, that we better beat that night and cut the crap?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Line 4, take care of him. That's 6 gone, 4 to go. This Jeff Moss with these damn tickets. We had a real show going here for a while, and now we got these freeloading people on here that got basically nothing to say, which is good because it's killing some good time. Oh, God, do I wish we'd had Wayne Arnold come down here with some food today, you know what? Because I got to hang around in up there, you know, this afternoon for, we should have had Wayne Arnold come in here with something. How the hell am I going to make it all day without anything? The least they could do is cater like a little something over here that I'm going to have to sit around with their hot shots over there and listen to a bunch of bull crap. What kind of garbage is that? Stealing minutes from my precious life. See, that's what I don't like, is when people steal even 1 minute from your life. At that point, they ought to go right to jail. Do not pass go. They're stealing your precious time. And as we saw yesterday with John McSherry, rest in peace, we never know just how much time we got left when we weigh 352 pounds. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Speaking of Wayne Arnold, I'm right across the street right now.
Yeah.
Bring something over.
Yeah, George says bring something by.
I'll call Murray.
What do you want?
You're at 125th and 441?
Yeah, on the public phone right across the street.
Huh?
Yeah, for an hour here waiting.
Well, how fast can you get down here? George can call Murray right now.
About 15, 20 minutes, I guess.
And what are we going to do, give you tickets in exchange for it?
Well, I'm the guy who gave you the Toronto Maple Leaf clock.
Oh, yeah.
I already given you
that's
something.
right. You gave me something already, so you don't have to bring the food down here.
I'll bring it anyways if you want.
That's good. So you want to go to the game, right?
Yeah.
That's the deal. Okay, hang on, and George will arrange the whole thing.
All right.
He's masterful at that. Hang on.
Thanks.
Okay, line 2, take care of that guy and calm him down so we don't hang up and then tell Murray we want a whole bunch of stuff and we want it down here by 1:30. Because I'm not going to starve here all day because we got a bunch of hotshots in here with the Cox corporate bullcrap going on. It never ends here, man. It just never, ever, ever ends. Talk about neurotic repetition. Oh, Jesus. Here's Plantation. Hello?
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Weren't they planning on building the arena out near the Sawgrass? The Broward one?
I beg your pardon,
The Broward
Snuffy?
Arena, was it planned on being built near the Sawgrass?
Possibly. Did you just come out of a coma or something,
I
or
just
what?
want to make sure before I say the next statement.
Possibly there,
Okay.
possibly at Broward and I-95,
Okay.
possibly adjacent to Pompano Park. Those are the 3 sites that they've been debating about.
The Sawgrass, I think, was number 1.
Yeah.
And it's Wayne's. Lori Heisinger works for Preston Hen and the swap shop.
Yeah.
So anything that's going to bring people to the Sawgrass is going to hurt her directly.
So?
Well, then why do you think she's snowballing this thing, stonewalling this thing?
Who's snowballing?
Lori Parrish.
What does Lori Parrish have to do with it?
Is she not the commissioner that's stonewalling the vote today?
No, she's not the one. She's got nothing to do with the site. She isn't. She doesn't want it.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
What
that
are you
was
saying?
the site that most people wanted. Lori Parrish.
Let me say it again. That's the site that the Panthers want.
All right.
Who owns the Panthers?
Wayne.
Right. So where's the logic of what you just got through telling me?
Well, listen to me again. She works for Preston.
Who does?
Lori Parrish.
Oh, Lori Parrish works for Preston Hen.
There you go.
What the hell has she got to do with Preston Hen?
She works at the swap shop.
The Broward commissioner works at the swap shop?
Yeah.
1 to 2 hour.
Who? Sinatra. His new album, Duets, is a smash hit. Old Blue Eyes has still got it.
And I'm keeping it, baby.
So now, Frank Sinatra sings the 90s.
Yeah, what the heck? I'm almost there anyway.
Frank salutes the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now, or I'll freaking take it.
The chairman of the board sings Right Said Fred and spans the years while touching a whole new generation.
I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat, even though I'm old and fat.
You won't want to miss Frank Sinatra's new sound that's as fresh as Tag Team.
Hey, Pops, I really dig those crazy dreadlocks.
Whoop, there it is. I said whoop, there it is. You whacked out Wiggy Whoop, you.
Frank Sinatra sings the 90s. Available now at record stores and Knights of Columbus halls everywhere.
You can't touch this unless you buy it.
So anyway, it's 107 at WIOD. We're sitting here on pins and needles. They're on the verge of voting, and Brooks said it looks good. How does she know that? Did she personally pull them? I mean, so to speak. She said it's going to pass 5-2. It looks like now, and we're sitting like right on the edge, waiting for like a big explosion to take place. So we'll find out for you like any second, okay? Just keep it right here. Just keep your finger on it, and we got our pulse. What do we got? 3 pair of these to give away yet? We gave away 7. I hope I'm counting right. Because the last thing I want to do is give away tickets that we don't got and pull another one of these bogus contests we always do. We got 3 left, right? George. We got 3 pair left? Oh, I thought
I shook my head or nodded up and down, yeah.
Well, how can I see you when I'm slumping back here in the chair underneath this thing?
Behind that dark, smoky glass.
There's a lot of pressure going right now. We're waiting for the result of this vote. Don't you understand? The future of this goddamn of our lives. The gaze of our lives. And if you believe that, here's Pompano. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if you heard the report before, but it's just another example of them whitewashing everything. They gave a report about why the tourism was down in Miami or South Florida, and they blamed it on the weather up north. It wouldn't have anything to do with...
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? The weather up north has been a nightmare. It's been the worst winter in recent memory. They're breaking all the records for snow. Why shouldn't the tourism be better than ever?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What does that mean?
They're telling us that the reason people didn't come down here was because they couldn't get out.
Right. Oh, give me a break.
It was right on your
Give me a break. Oh, my God. Talking about the city where the excuses never end.
Oh, they just keep coming up with better and bigger excuses.
Boy.
It had nothing to do with the crime down here. It had to do everything
That's right.
with the
Our
weather.
image is pristine, baby. Everybody around the world, when you tell them you're from Miami, you work or live in Miami, they look at you like, I can't believe you're still alive.
Oh, my God. I mean, all I know is if I
Just
lived
like in The Godfather, they hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive.
And also, for all Panther fans, including myself,
Yes?
sail Royal Caribbean instead.
There you go.
There you go.
Just say goodbye to Carnival Cruise Lines. That's my suggestion.
I will never
and the
sail,
Herald.
I will never sail Carnival Cruise Lines, and I'll never subscribe to Miami Herald either.
The Herald could start putting $100 bills inside of each edition, and I still wouldn't go out and buy it. I would just break into one of those damn vending boxes.
Exactly. Listen, I'd like to stuck around for a couple tickets.
Okay, you got them.
All right, thanks, Neil.
I'll see you there next Wednesday.
Okay.
Hang on. Purple Eye, take care of that guy, okay? That's 8 pair. We got 2 to go. But who cares about free hockey tickets? The one thing we finally got, see, I understand I'm a big hockey fan. It's selfish. We want it in Sunrise, of course, right by my house, and right where it's convenient for lots of us, meaning those of us who live like in Central Broward. But the bottom line is, when you live in a place for 20 years and there's such a dearth of anything, when it's such a hellhole, when there's so many old, disgusting, decaying farts, when there's so many illegal aliens driving around in their little brown Toyotas making life almost unlivable, when there's nothing but crime and mayhem and murder and bloodshed on the highway and all this crap, and you finally get something that you can be positive about, that people can sink their teeth into, that's fun, that's great, that's positive. And you got to hang on for life and death because you're like on the verge of somebody taking it away. And you know what? It's consistent at least. I'll give them that. At least it's consistent with that philosophy. We don't want people here having too good of a time because that's the mentality in this goddamn state. Come to Florida, but God forbid you should have too good of a time. And by the way, how the hell come Stavros is still back on here? I thought he ran away with Marlena. Boy, this show, they really need a psychiatrist for this goddamn show. The gaze of our lives. Man. So anyway, I'm choking, I'm gagging. I'm waiting for the good news. They're getting ready to vote. Isn't that what she said like 7 minutes ago? She said that they're getting ready to vote. They're like right on the verge of it. Well, what are they doing? What, are they having a little foreplay first? Are they all on the floor having a little floor play? Here's South Miami. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
Well, I've lost 32 pounds on that Atkins.
Oh!
Doing great.
Another guy that reads New Times.
All right. Oh, I've never been to a hockey game.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe we could suck a few tickets out of you.
Okay, you can suck a pair.
Thanks.
Of tickets. Hang on. Okay, line 3, that's the 9th pair. Let's get this exercise over with so we can start talking to some people that got something to say. That's my idea. That's my idea of a show, not just sitting around giving away a bunch of stuff. In fact, I even like better when Phil comes on here and A, either doesn't give them away at all, or B, gives them to people who don't exist. That's the way to do it, Phil. That's the way to do it with this audience. So anyway, it's the clock is ticking along, and we're sitting here, and there are a lot of very nervous people out there. And I don't care what any fat slob gets on here and says on any radio station about how nobody really cares except a small handful of people. It's a large handful of people. How do you like that, Hank? Of course, what would you know about a large handful? Probably about the same thing I would. Yeah, nothing. How about a small handful? Yeah, we Jews can relate to that. That's what Andy said. So anyway, we got one pair left. I think we ought to do a break here, okay? Make them wait in suspense. And maybe when we come back from the break, we'll have some word. Maybe the bird will be the word. And we'll find out what the story is. They're getting ready to vote. And now, listen, do we have a gun to each commissioner's head to make sure that this thing comes out the way we want? That's the way to do it, okay? Make him an offer they can't refuse, all right? We got a man up there that's got more money than Jesus and almost as much money as Mickey, but not nearly as much. And this guy's willing to underwrite the losses. And you mean to tell me the Rosado brothers are willing to underwrite our losses and you don't want to take this deal? Isn't that who it was? Who the hell were the Rosado brothers? They were not the ones that were. That was the. What was the Dagos on the West Coast that were protecting Fredo? It wasn't the Rosado brothers. I always get that wrong.
The Rosado brothers were the ones that were
bankrolling the.
Yeah.
What? Oh, it was the Molinari family on the West Coast. That's it. The Molinari family on the West Coast.
The Rosado
were guaranteeing.
brothers put the hit on Frankie Pentangeli with Hyman Roth's orders.
Oh. So what the hell's that got to do with this? So in other words, you better pass the damn thing or we're calling up the Rosado brothers. How do you like that? My friends with their propane gas. So anyway, it's 1:13 at WIOD.
He makes the thunder in the bathroom. He makes the methane level rise. He got the sports page folded on his bended knee. He makes you smell like something died. Hey, Mr. Tidy Bone, you better jump and run. You got to hide, oh no. The old man is on the commode. He got that spare tire in his middle. He's always hauling a healthy load. He had a blue plate special with refried beans, and you can hear his crack explode. Hey, Mr. Tidy Bone, you better jump and run. You better hide, my friend. The old man is on the commode. The old man is on the commode.
Okay, well, listen, we're killing some time with this, but in the meantime, there's Stefano Demira's on there, and Marlene is down there with some broad that's like all wrapped up in a goddamn sheet or something, and a bridal, I don't know. Hey, listen, thank God I don't watch this show anymore. You really go nuts. 1:17 at WIOD. We're still waiting on the big word. Where's the word? What's the word? It's Thunderbird. Come on, let's go already. Let's just make it up. I can only stand so much more pressure, so much more stalling around, but evidently it looks like they are going to vote on it. Is that what she said? Isn't that what she just said like 15, 20 minutes ago? Our good friend, our good close personal friend Brooke, she said they're getting ready to vote on it. Isn't that what she just said? Or did I dream that? Am I hallucinating and hyperventilating, goddammit? Okay, here's Hollywood. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
I want to talk about the Bulls-Heat game tonight. I'm a big Chicago fan.
Yeah.
And we're 62-8, and that's a pretty good goddamn record.
Hang on. Here's Jennifer.
5-2, it's passed. It's a binding agreement.
Oh!
And there you go.
Thanks, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
God, I'll even share JC with you now. Not.
I get him first.
Yeah, right. Luckily story. So anyway, it's a done deal. How do you like that?
All right.
It's a done deal. Let's have a party. Oh! What were you saying?
All right. So, at 62-8, that's a pretty good record.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to the Kim Blowcamper show on Sunday. And
You jackass. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hear...
That's Kimba Blowhard to you.
And I hear this asshole call up. I mean, a typical Miami fag. And he calls up and he says, well, if we get the number 8 spot, we have a pretty good matchup against Chicago. I mean, yeah, right. We got lucky and beat them.
Yeah, pretty good matchup, right.
Yeah,
Likely story.
Oh, yeah. So
hey, listen, even the Raptors beat the Bulls one game. What the hell does that prove?
Yeah, so listen to this asshole. He says that not even because they beat us here the last time because we didn't want to go out and goddamn play defense, okay, but that they might have better talent than we do.
Yeah.
Is he out of his goddamn mind or what? I want this faggot. Listen,
play with the big boys.
That's right.
Yeah, I want this asshole to call your show or call Kim Blowcamper next Sunday, and I want him to give him directions, and I will meet this asshole anywhere, and I'll beat the living hell out of him. Because,
okay.
Hey, but Neil, listen.
Yeah.
This asshole doesn't realize that the biggest faggot on this team is Alonzo Mourning. And I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah.
He wanted to get out of Charlotte.
See, there's a Bulls fan for you. All right, it's a done deal, baby. We got the arena. Oh, Mickey Harrison blowing out your little Weasley ass. We got it. Oh. How do you like that, huh? Oh, my God.
Checking. Remo takes the punt. Rolled it up the line, and Coffey shot it. It hit Sundin and rolled down to the Detroit blue line. Remo lost it. 2-on-1 Toronto. Gagne, set up, score! Oh!
Session with Hokie.
To win the Stanley Cup begins April 16th on Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.
So let's have a party here. We're celebrating with Wayne Arnold's right now, okay? We got some stuff here. We got Neely burgers with bacon and cheese and no bun, and we got white hot straight from Rochester with a little onion and no bun. We're doing the Atkins. We're doing the Skatkins. We're having a party here, and Mickey Harrison and you people at the Herald, blow it out your ass. Oh! How do you like that? We'll do our own thing in Broward, thank you. 5-2 vote. It's binding. It's done. It's signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah, I have a little of that crap. I mean, that's good stuff. So how do you like that, huh? After all of this gnashing of teeth, didn't I tell you all along it was a done deal? Wasn't I the one voice of sanity in this sea of wilderness that said, no problem, don't worry about it, Rimmer, it's a done deal. After all these hysterical phone calls and after all these rumors and after all this innuendo and hysteria and paranoia, didn't I say, just calm down, it's a done deal? I never said that. So anyway, it's 1:23 at WIOD, you know.
A doctor and a shrew and a guy with strange taste in movies. What's next? Neil Won't Like It. The Amateur Hour. Sunday night at 11 on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD.
Oh, Neil, my queen. God.
That Neil Rogers is a likable guy. If you're an atheist with a swish in your stride, you smoke a good stove and ride around in a vet. You got a radio show you do just for the check.
128 at WIOD. It's a great day for the Irish, the Jewish, the Chinese, the Spics, the everybody. It's a hell of a day, baby. So we got our own thing. By the way, I wonder, are they voting also on the site selection? Are they going to take care of that today, or are they overwhelmed by the emotion? Look at Johnny Dark. He's got a big smile on his face. He said, all right, we got something in Broward besides doodahs.
Did the vote come in?
They voted 5-2. Yes, it's a binding deal. It's in. We're in.
Where are they going to put it now?
Up your ass.
It can't fit.
Yeah, it can. So anyway, I don't know where they're going. I just was asking that. Oh, there's Imus again. Just what he needs is some more publicity, okay? I guess they got tired of Howard, so now we're going to have Imus on every goddamn channel, morning, noon, and night, before he croaks, which ought to be pretty soon from the looks of it. God, does he look bad or what?
He's got a 28-year-old girlfriend.
I beg your pardon?
He's got a 28-year-old girlfriend, at least.
Oh, I grant him that. She's pretty sharp,
cute,
too. She's a real cute little blonde piece. She's, I thought she was 30,
Did you say
31
blonde,
or 2.
Blonde what?
Piece. Yeah. Of ass. So what's wrong with that?
No, nothing.
Oh, you can't say that on the coast. I know that. You wouldn't go over there and say, hey, how about that Imus and that beautiful piece of ass? You wouldn't say that on the coast. You might actually have some numbers over there, okay? Just because you got a bunch of dumb Julios listening to Gloria Estefan records all day. Why don't you stop playing that bitch, okay? Butch up. Take those goddamn CDs in there and burn them.
We love her.
Yeah, I bet you do. You hate her like poison. Why don't you be honest? Why don't you say this is IOD, not the coast? You can't stand Gloria Estefan.
I like her.
You wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot tongue.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, you look at that. He's got his legs crossed when he's saying it. His eyes, his legs, and his tongue. He speaks with a forked tongue. So we got the arena. So Mickey Harrison, stick it up your ass.
Oh!
That's it. And all you goyim over there at the Herald, all you anti-Semites, wipe your ass with your newspaper, okay? Because we got it, and guess what? We're going to build it. The arena in Dade will never be built.
Are they going to put it at the Sawgrass, I hope?
I don't know. I just got through asking that question before you opened the door and waddled your fat ass in here. I hope so. That would be nice. Now, what do you care? You're not going there.
Well, because I don't want it at I-95.
How about if they have concerts?
I don't want it at Broward.
How about if, like, they have some hillbilly in there, okay? Then you love going and see it.
I want it at the Sawgrass.
For what?
Because that's where it should be.
Right, because that's where it should be. And Johnny Dark's a man who stands up for principle, even though he's full of crap. Plus, he figures he can get some free concert tickets, and you don't want to go to Broward 95 because there's too many dark folks over there, and they don't listen to the coast, so what does he care? That's true, you don't have how many black listeners do you have on the coast? One. And he said they got him tied up in a room somewhere, like in Clockwork Orange. That's right. Instead of Beethoven, they're playing Gloria Estefan over and over and over. Oh, God, a fate worse than death. So anyway, here's Hollywood. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how
do you like the good news, pal?
Oh, I think it's excellent.
Hooray for Hollywood.
I went to the first Panthers game last night, and I had a great time.
All right.
I'm telling you.
Now we got 30 more years of Panthers. How do you like that?
I think it's excellent. You know, I
Thanks
thought
for the good work, Johnny.
Truman was going to self-destruct us last night with that little penalty he had.
Yeah, he tried hard.
They pulled it out.
I guess he thought there was like a minute 15 left. He didn't realize it was only 15
exactly.
seconds. Yeah.
You know, I think
he likes to make it real exciting, that screwy.
You know, they should have buried him, though. I really think that they're going to suck it up because it's crunch time now.
Yeah, we played that real conservative third period, and we almost paid a wicked price for it.
Exactly. You know,
not a good idea. Yep.
The puck was down in the Whalers' end the whole
That's okay. We'll take the 2 points, thank you. We'll take Buffalo beating Montreal up there, thank you. So we're back in fourth place. Now I can really get enthusiastic because now it's not just a temporary little thing. Now it's a part of our lives.
Exactly. And now we can look forward to no more at the arena and hopefully something in Broward, you know?
Right.
Hopefully it'll be at the Sawgrass. I like that location also.
Right.
So listen, can I bend over for a couple of tickets?
Bend over. Johnny says he wants to bend over. What do you think? Johnny just...
I would suck up, but I'd rather bend over.
Johnny just said cock-a-moon. Okay, hang on.
Thanks, Neil.
Line 5, that's our last pair of free tickets, okay, for that hockey game against Tampa Bay. And every game from here on out should be sold out. You know, I'm going to have to say something on the air now that I never thought I would say. It takes a big man to sit his ass in his chair and say what I'm going to say, okay? First of all, let's thank that little Jew, Gary Bettman, for coming down and doing a good job, because we never would have got this through without Gary. Thanks, Gary. We love you, sweetheart, even though you were kind of a bozo during the lockout. Thanks to Gary Bettman, he's okay. You knew a little Jew could come down here and finagle those guys up in Broward. But as far as Wayne is concerned, you know what? I never thought, you know what we're going to do? George. We're going to take every one of those songs that's in the DCS, and we're taking them out. You know what I'm talking about?
Out to lunch?
All the Wayne songs, we're taking them out. Never to be played on his show again. Because I'm not here, I'm not saying that anything that I've said the last 2 years is wrong, because Wayne's done a lot of things to piss off a lot of people, including me. But when push came to shove, here's a guy that could have sold the team to Nashville, to Portland, to all kinds of places. They were desperate for this team. He could have said, screw you guys, okay? I'm losing $20 million a year in that piece of dreck down there. I'm putting up with that little asshole Mickey Arison. I've had it. And he finally found something he liked. He's not that crazy about that whole Marlin deal over there, from what I hear. He's not all that crazy about the Dolphins unless Jimmy J turns that thing around. He likes the Panthers. He's into it. He's there most of the games. He's standing up when they have the free T-shirts. He's standing there, I want it, like everybody else. So we're going to kiss his ass right here collectively. Come on, Wayne. That's for you, sweetheart. All is forgiven. Come home. Here's a guy that, because without his going out there and underwriting all this stuff and all the guarantees, without every extra thing that he did, there would be no arena, and I guarantee you, no Panthers and no hockey. And just like Gary Bettman said last night, don't think if you lose this team, you're going to be getting another franchise real quick, because it's highly unlikely. So we're kissing Wayne's ass today. How do you like that? I'm doing it personal. On both cheeks. That's right. It's an embarrassing thing for a grown man to have to do, to eat a little bit of crow. Let's put some of this Wayne Arnold hot sauce on it. Not so bad. Thanks to Wayne, and thanks for the guy that picked up the food. That's my good pal Woody at Toronto Clock. And by the way, did we find out who those guys were at the end of our roll last night or not? That's the most important thing. Make sure they come back again soon. Ditch the bitch, though. So anyway, thanks, Wayne, from the bottom of our parts, okay? Wayne Haiping. See, I started doing it again. I started calling him that grotesque, that unacceptable name. If I ever say that again, dump it. And then let me know where you're working the day after that. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Bill Torrey. Thanks, Brian Murray. Thanks for the memories. Even that Doug McClain. He ain't doing so good lately. Screw him. But let's thank all the other guys. Because we finally got something good, and we're going to keep it in Broward. And those guys in Dade, you can diddle around now. You can screw around from now until the end of time. This is a binding. It's written. It's engraved in Braille, in stone. It's etched in marble. How do you like that? That's what Jennifer just said, and she better not be making it up. 135 at WIOD. Do you ever get the feeling that as your hairline slowly recedes, so does your image? Take a look at Wayne. See, there he goes again. 10 seconds out of the box, he's starting to pick on him again.
The news that matters to you.
Counties that were in non-attainment when the program, before the program existed, are now in attainment. 2 votes were involved. Coast Guard officials did question both parties.
Finally, the cops, that's us, have gotten off the idea that we have all the answers.
The best news. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Let's just go get drunk.
We've been friends for a long time. We've gone through a lot together.
Yep.
I guess I've never told you what you mean to me. I love you, man. So can I have your Sud Light?
Sure, take it. Have the whole 6-pack.
Hey, thanks.
Now come here and give me a big kiss, sugar lump.
What?
Kiss me full on the mouth.
Wait a minute. I think there's been a misunderstanding here. I just wanted your beer.
And I just want your hand on my tush. Don't deny our love, my little sweet cake. Now come here.
Hey, get your hand off me.
That's not my hand.
You'll do anything for a Sud Light.
Well, almost anything.
So anyway, 20 till 2, I'm having my own little party here. I see Andy's participating, and George, and Mark, and Johnny Dark, Mark in the Dark. Have a little Wayne Arnold here to celebrate, which is always good for a good laugh or two. That's right. So anyway, all we want to do is say one thing to Mickey Arison, okay, now that I've kissed Wayne on both cheeks. Hey, Mickey, take your heat and stick him in your rectum. Like way inside there, baby. If there's still room after that 666 that's tattooed inside your cheeks, just like it is on the inside of the anus of our good friend over there at Tony Ritter at the Herald, huh? See, what they were trying to do, they really thought that they had this thing all nailed down. Maybe they're going to do their little subterfuge there. The Broward Commission's going to start getting real weak at the knees, which they did. They're going to pee in their pants, and they're going to back out, which they did not. And the Panthers are going to get out of town, which they are not. And the Heat will have their own ball game. Well, guess what? The Heat now are sucking wind. Because if something happens, not just the Dan Paul thing, but if anything else happens, and this thing falls through, which I guarantee you that it will, and they'll never build that arena in Dade, where's the Heat going to play? How about maybe in Geneva, New York? Sounds good to me. How about in the arena that they're already in, the present arena? Mickey Harrison's going to have to probably come up some way with his good buddies to shell out some extra money to put a few skyboxes in there if they can do it, and maybe some extra seats like up on the roof looking down, and that's where he's going to be stuck. See? It's the Antichrist. See what goes on? The onions are like coming from the front of my mouth down to the back of my throat, and I'm not even chewing them. It's the goddamn Antichrist. The Spirit of Christ compels you. That's what I'm saying right now, Mickey Harrison, and you jackasses over at the Miami Herald, especially but not exclusively Tony Ritter. The Spirit of Christ compels you to take all your BS and your devious ways and insert them deep inside your rectum right now. How do you like that? We finally got something that made sense done, okay? They can call it the Wayne Huizenga Arena for all I care. We're going to get it, and that's it. And so he is, in many ways, a jackass, an asshole. I don't want to say that word on the air. But, hey, when the bottom line comes, when push came to shove, here's the guy that bailed our ass out. Thank you, Wayne, on both cheeks. Here's a mobile in Miami Beach. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
There's pigs everywhere in Miami Beach today, Metro and Miami Beach.
Great.
They are actually on Pine Tree Drive. They have a checkpoint. They're stopping.
Checkpoint Charlie again. Here we go.
Every single car, and they're checking for passport and ID. I mean,
yeah.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
And also,
they're probably checking to see if any people from Broward are down here.
They have it on 27th and Alton Road and 61st and Alton Road. They have all the checkpoints. It's a nightmare. Incredible. What are they doing?
Making it safe for us.
Oh, yes, of course.
Right.
Of course. I mean, my God forbid, I had my car stolen 2 weeks ago, and now this is what my tax money is being
That's
used
right.
for.
Checkpoint Charlie. Even in Nazi Germany, they never had anything like this.
It's out of control.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good luck to you, pal.
I'm out of here.
Okay. So we got 2 open lines in Dade. We gave away all our 10 pair of hockey tickets. Now we can feel like all this bullcrap is over. But I do want to ask that question. Who's going to tell me the answer? Because that's obviously, right away, we wanted to find out, the answer to the question, are we getting it or not, which we are, thank God. But what about the site selection? Isn't that where they were supposed to pick that out today? Is it going to be the Sawgrass? Is it going to be, God forbid, Broward 95, which we'll take it if that's the best we can get? Or is it going to be up at Pompano Park, which I seriously doubt? Ted Snell, I seriously doubt it. Here's Hollywood on the purple line. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Got a great Allendale story for you.
Okay.
I get into a elevator to go visit my grandmother. She lives on the 21st floor. Guys,
Oi!
2 guys in front of me, they're in the elevator with me. They hit 17. And then I got to go 17 floors with these guys. One says to the other, I need to get my clay pot moved off my terrace. And the other guy says, well, why don't you ask Ryan to do it? And he says, is Ryan the white guy or is he the black guy? And he said, he's the black guy. He says, well, don't ask him to do it because he's lazy.
Yeah. And that's the story?
Well, it was indicative of how the old Jewish people were using a stereotype, and I'm Jewish, so I just thought that him being Jewish was ridiculous, him stereotyping the black
Who, the black guy was Jewish?
I'm Jewish.
Yeah, and the black guy was Jewish. Ask Sammy Davis to do it, okay? He'll do it. What the hell's he talking about? I thought he said he had a great story. Well, maybe he's saving a great story for the next time when we still have some tickets left. Thanks a lot, pal. You're okay. Here's Hollywood on the purple line. I don't understand what's going on there. Purple line just opened up. Mobile one cell. Where the hell was I? I'm in a state of euphoria. Plus, it must be too many of these white hots. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
Haven't seen you in a while. Last time I was having breakfast courtesy of Rick and Suds, and you walked in the bouquet of the studio. You did an about-face immediately.
Yeah.
If you recall that day.
No.
Okay. I called. I just walked in, and I heard about the tickets, but I see they're gone. But I wanted to let you know something anyway. I've tried to call on a couple occasions. They have this magazine-type thing put out by the Greater Miami Cultural Events Affairs Council.
Uh-huh.
And they got all the Marlins games in here and the Heat games. Never a mention of any Panther games.
Yeah, of course not, because they're a bunch of anti-Semites. They want the hockey team out of here. How do you like that? Just like the Herald. You're not fooling us over there. That's why you give us crappy coverage, because you don't like hockey, you don't like the Panthers. And if they don't like something, man, they want it out. If it's not part of their little empire, they want to get rid of it.
Oh, incredible.
How do you like that? Well, we got a real surprise for them.
I'll wait and see it.
Okay.
Take care.
Good luck to you, pal.
Bye-bye.
You'll need it. So we got an open line in Dade, 751-WIOD, on a great day here in the history of South Florida. Mark it down on your calendar, April 2, 1996. It's the day after April Fool, but we're not fooling, okay? So now it's going to be real interesting to see if Mickey's going to go it alone over there by the port of Miami with their billion-dollar boondoggle that they're going to build, and they'll probably stick the goddamn Metro Mover right out there to drop you in the middle of the goddamn bay. How does that sound, huh? You just slide off the end of the Metro Mover, and they'll drop you right off in there, and you can swim your way into the arena. That sounds good to me. Because, quite frankly, I think you're drowning over there, Mickey. I think that you've really cut off more than you can chew. Maybe Daddy's got more money than Wayne, but when it comes to a battle of egos, you're not even in the ball game. Okay, Mickey? You hotshot, dot the I. Mr. Hotshot. He was going to show everybody. He was going to pull off this cute little trick of his. He was going to chase everybody else out of town so he could have the whole ball game to himself. You can take your goddamn basketball and Pat Riley and your Heat and all ganze Mishpacha and stick them all inside your rectum and keep them there. How do you like that? And Linda Blair says hi, by the way. Yeah, that's right. 147 at WIOD. George.
News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
It's a party out there.
Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC. Brought to you by Molson Exports. X says it all. By Board of Canada, where quality is job one. It's working. By Imperial Oil and Esso Associates, proud to be one of the leading sponsors of youth hockey in Canada. And by Pepsi. Gotta have it.
So anyway, 151 at WIOD. We can put this all aside now. We can come back to a little bit of normalcy. We can relax, take a deep breath, and just move on to our next major crisis. Here's a mobile at Doral. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is. The sun is shining somewhere.
I mean, this is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, finally, that I show that Herald people. I mean, it was close. I thought it wasn't going to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But
I had my serious doubts.
I mean, you know,
grave doubts.
I mean, so now it looks like they're going to have to stuff it down here in Miami.
Yeah, let them stuff it.
Well, you know, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to swing by people. What is $220 million they want?
Well, it started out 165. Now it's, I think, up to about 300 million by today. It just keeps the numbers keep changing every day.
I really doubt they're going to do that.
Uh-huh.
So I guess they'll be playing in the up in Broward too.
Well, won't they if they let them in?
For a fee.
If they let him in, and of course, if they do let him in now, they're going to be like the secondary tenant, and they're going to be sucking wind.
Again.
Isn't that a bad break for them?
It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pat would just have to get used to Broward. That's all.
Yeah, Pat will just have to get a different hairdo.
Yeah. And in closing, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Wayne Hasenga, Dios mío.
There you go. See, we're kissing his ass today. We finally realized, you know, everybody kissed and made up. He treated us pretty crappy there for a while. He said some bad things. He did some bad things. He, quite frankly, was an asshole for a while. And he finally said, you know something, I want to show everybody I'm not always an asshole. And he said, let me show you how much I'm sincere about this, and I'm going to do something. And he did it, okay? And we're saying, all right, just don't do it again. Here's a lady mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Great.
I just wanted to call and tell you I saw you at the game last night. It was a good game, huh?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was great. It was fair.
Good.
Second period was great. Huh?
Yeah, it was a little scary in the beginning, but
it was a little
good.
scary, yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted you to know that I'm from out of town, and I think that you're really sharp and witty, and every time I'm here, I listen to you.
Where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina.
South Carolina?
South Carolina.
All right.
But I think that you're the king. You are God.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm the whole royal family. The king, the queen, the prince, and the princess.
And that, too.
Uh-huh.
And that, too.
Right.
Yeah, I come
That's what
down
I said,
here.
and that, too.
Yeah, and that, too.
And that, too.
And 3 and 4.
Right.
And the king.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier. The only thing we have to fear is Mickey Urison, right.
So, you don't have any more tickets left?
No, I sure don't.
Oh, I wanted to make another trip, and I was thinking if I got some tickets,
sorry,
make another trip.
I bet they'll have them at the box orifice, though.
I bet you they will.
Okay.
Well, Neil, you are the king.
Thanks, sweetheart.
God.
I'll see you there.
You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Y'all come back. Wow, what a day, huh? Now that I got some sustenance in me here, thanks, Wayne Arnold. Thanks to Wayne Huizinga, and thanks to Wayne Arnold, okay? And thanks to Wayne the board op. And thanks to Wayne Newton. That's right, even him. Anybody named Wayne, even if you're a piece of crap, even if you're a major scumbag, anybody named Wayne, we give you special dispensation today. That's for every Wayne, because the Wayne in Spain. Here's a mobile in Hollywood. Hello.
How are you today, buddy?
Fantastic.
There's never, ever a chance that two arenas are going to make it. It's lucky that they could fill one arena right now. There's no possible way in the world that this town can afford two arenas.
Yeah.
What is your feedback on that, Mr. Rogers?
My feedback is I don't think there's going to be two arenas. There's going to be one in Broward.
Oh, definitely. I don't think the Dade Arena is ever going to be built.
That's what I've been saying for like 3 days now.
I know that. And another thing is, I'm so happy. Every night I have to drive through Hallandale to get to Hollywood, and the Canadians are history.
They're gone.
Thank God. That's all I could say. Thank God and Neil.
Yeah.
God. That's all I can say.
Okay, I have no idea what it was, but it was moving, and it was moving north real fast. Okay, hopefully it was a bunch of frogs, old ones. Have you ever noticed how all the frogs that come down here, they're all real old? They're all older than death. Don't they understand we got enough old people here already? We don't need a new shipment every fall, okay, every winter. We don't need a new shipment of death, of decaying, rotting bodies. We got plenty of our own already, thank you. Send some living and breathing young people. They may be okay, okay? So we find out who that was in the row or not yet. Probably related to somebody here, and I better shut up. Here's Orlando. Hello.
Hi, Neil. You're a happy camper, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can make some extra money with parking now, too.
Yeah, right. That's right. Good idea.
Anyway, why would the Heat not want to play in Broward?
Don't you understand?
That's
the
why
Heat, Mickey Arison's whole thing is down there at the Port of Miami. I don't want to go back through the whole thing again, okay? His whole deal is at the Port of Miami.
Well, he'll be knocking on the Broward Arena pretty soon.
Well, the door, it's too late, I think. Door's shut. Out to lunch.
A minute ago when you were playing that bit with all the Jewish people and you said something about Harry Carey, well, it was probably an hour ago.
Yeah.
Do you know Harry Carey's grandson was the commentator for the Magic?
Yes, Chip.
Yeah.
Why did you say it like nobody knows who Chip Carey is?
I didn't know if you.
He happens to be a very handsome young man. Yes.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job in the games.
Yeah, and his son, and his father is Skip Carey with the Braves.
Right.
Yeah, and his father is Harry Carey with the Cubs, and his father's dead.
Well, obviously you know.
Right.
Well, Neil, you had a great show, and I listened to you all last week on vacation, and it was really good.
Well,
I never
that's great.
did get to hear Bird go back where you belong. But
well, that's the way it goes. Have a great day, pal.
Thanks, Neil.
Get out of here. You're killing me. Oh, God, was he boring. Here's Fort Lauderdale's gone. What do we got here? Who's this? Hello?
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
Plantation. That's your dish friend over in Plantation.
Yes, sir?
Listen, I want to absolutely congratulate you. You got it done, man.
I got it done, that's right.
Cigars.
When push
Forget
comes to
about
shove,
those
give me all the credit. I'm the one that got it done.
You got it
If
done.
it wasn't for my enthusiasm, for my tenacity and perspicacity and perseverance, this thing never would have gotten done. We can give a little credit to Wayne, a little bit to Gary Bettman, and a little bit to the commissioners, but generally speaking, it was me that put it over the top.
That is right. You did it. You said Seacow Zinga. We all
I'm the one that made hockey the important thing. I made it the center, the focal, the centerpiece of so many lives in this town. I'm the one that gets the credit.
You
the
got
Neil
it.
Downs Arena.
And you did a great job.
Right.
Compliments. Goodbye.
See ya. Okay. 157 at WIOD. Let's do Lantana. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I want to say congratulations, Mickey Harrison, on your new dry dock boat on the arena area.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hope it don't sink.
It's going to be storing boats in a few years.
Uh-huh.
And stick it up your ass.
Right. Okay. Another Mickey Harrison fan right there for you. It's all the more reason to stick it to the Herald, baby. Just tell them, hey, guess what? You didn't pull the wool over our eyes, especially those of us who live in Broward. And you can take your paper and shove it, too. Are they voting on the site selection also today, do we know? Oh, they are not.
No.
When are they going to do that?
I don't know. But a portion of that article you were talking about this morning, the Sun Sentinel article, was inaccurate.
Oh, that's a first for them, yeah.
And we were right this morning.
See, we were right. How do you like that? John Rodstrom, God, that's all I can say. We were right. And the Sun-Sentinel, as usual, a day late and a dollar short, trying to accentuate the negative because they live in the shadow of the Miami Herald and they're a bunch of pussies. That's right. The Sun-Sentinel don't have the balls. Maybe once in a while Dave Hyde or some of the individual columnists have got the balls to go up there and write a real column and say something. But generally speaking, the editorial board of the Scum Sentinel are a bunch of pussies, and they're intimidated by the Mickey Arisons of this world and by the goddamn Miami Herald and Knight Ridder. And that's why they had that stupid, insipid, sucking editorial this morning about, well, leave the door open for the Heat and don't lock them out and all this other crap. If they're there, fine. If they're not there, who gives a crap, okay? Because the bottom line is that Mickey Arison lied. He tried to stick it to us. He tried to play a little nasty, hostile, vicious game with his selfish, the disgusting goddamn attitude. See, when you're born into all that money, when daddy's got the billions with a B and decides I'm going to Israel to become a professional Jew, I'm going to have all the goddamn money here. I'm going to show everybody what I'm made of, okay? We saw it. We can smell it. We know what you're made of, Mickey. We can smell it right over here, baby. There it is. So pile it deep. Keep giving that shovel going. In fact, he's building a new arena right now.
And the site selection for the Broward Arena is April 9th.
April 9th for the Broward Arena site selection. Thank you so much. Which sounds like a week from today we can pee in our pants and have another party again next Tuesday.
A CD-ROM of every fact, coupled with a TV test pattern. Mornings with Rick and Sud, WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Good afternoon. At 2 o'clock, I'm Jennifer Ramwith, 610 WIOD News, brought to you by AT&T Wireless. After hours of pucking around, good news for Broward hockey fans. WIOD's Brooke Alvin brings us a live report from the Broward Commission, where a vote on the proposed arena has just wrapped up. Brooke?
For within the past hour, the County Commission voted 5-2 to approve a binding letter of intent to build a new arena for the Florida Panthers. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman is pleased with the vote, saying the Miami Arena was just a temporary place to play.